Hey babe, it's May 14th, 2024, a regular Tuesday in Washington, D.C., or so I thought. I woke up at 6:45 a.m. sharp, sun peeking through my blush pink blackout curtains, and my little tabby cat Dior purring right on top of my chest. The first thing I did? Checked my Cash App. Girl, priorities. A $500 deposit hit from my favorite regular, Tasha, who pre-books for the month. So far, so good, right? I got dressed in my black jumpsuit and pink Crocs. Y'all know the ones with the rhinestone charms that say Nail Boss. I stopped by Compass Coffee on 14th and H for my usual, iced lavender latte with oat milk and a blueberry muffin. Then I made my way to the Salon. Polished District, a chic little spot I rent a booth at in Northwest. Now here's where things get messy, and I ain't talking about nail dust. My 10 a.m. client Maya came in like she always does. Finance babe, pencil skirt, YSL tote, and drama in her voice. She was on the phone whispering, "Tell him I can't keep moving money like this. He's gonna get suspicious." Chile. That got my Gemini ears twitching, but I kept filing, kept smiling. Then at 11:30, in walks my lunch, literally, my man Brandon. He brought me sweet green and a kiss, just like always. 6'2", waves always tight, works at a private equity firm on K Street. Brandon was my man for 2 years. Sweet, supportive, and apparently sneaky as hell. Later that afternoon, my Square app froze mid-payment while charging a client. Weird, right? I restarted it and boom, saw a transaction I didn't authorize. 8,342's 74 gone. Transferred to an LLC I ain't never seen before. District Venture Holdings. My heart dropped faster than a coffin in a thriller movie. I called Square, called my bank, but something told me to follow the digital breadcrumb trail myself. I looked up the LLC on the DC Business Registry. Guess who the listed owner was? Brandon. Yup, my man. My lunch bringer, my thief. I scrolled through my business transactions, and sis, this man had been skimming small amounts, $150 here, $300 there, for months, masked under refunds and vendor fees. And the nail tech software I use, he helped me set it up when we moved in together. That night, I confronted him. I waited till after dinner, poured him a glass of wine like it was nothing. I said, "Hey babe, what's District Venture Holdings?" And girl, he blinked. Once. Just once. Then smiled and said, "It's business." Business. Oh baby, I made it personal. The next morning, I filed a police report and froze my accounts. But I didn't stop there. I called Maya. Turns out Brandon was playing puppet master to both of us. He was laundering money through her firm and hiding it under my business for tax write-offs. He used our love, our Salon, our tech, to build a financial scam web so deep it made crypto boys look like amateurs. Maya and we teamed up. She turned whistleblower. I gave the feds everything I had, passwords, logs, location pings from when he was working late. 2 weeks later, they found Brandon in a suite at the Waldorf with $45,000 in cash, 3 burner phones, and my missing Cartier bracelet. So now it's June, and I'm filing taxes with my new CPA who double-checked everything. Maya? She's got a new job in Baltimore. And me? I'm still booked and busy, but now I read the fine print twice. Moral of the story, babes? Always trust your intuition, and never let a man run your books. Brandon thought he was slick. But what he didn't know was, I'd already set up hidden cameras in the salon weeks prior after another text tip jar mysteriously came up light. I pulled the footage from the day I noticed the missing $8K and bam, there he was, sitting at my desk after hours, typing something into my iMac while sipping my damn cucumber water. That footage, I sent it straight to Detective Harris, the one leading the case. And let's just say, once they had that video, everything moved fast. While the investigation went public, the salon became a buzzing hive of whispers. Clients were shook, news vans even pulled up one day to try and get a soundbite from me. But I kept it classy, pink blazer, glossy nude nails, and a statement. We're still open. We don't fold under pressure. We file. That clip went viral on TikTok. Got me a sponsorship deal with a local nail brand and a new set of clients from the DMV elite who loved a boss babe with receipts. The final twist, though? After his arrest, I received a package in the mail with no return address. Inside was a flash drive. On it, a recording of Brandon confessing everything to some unknown third party, said he was only doing it to pay off a debt to someone more dangerous. So now, the feds are digging even deeper. Turns out my nail salon may have been caught in the middle of something way bigger than just love and fraud. And this story? It might not be over yet. After turning the flash drive over to authorities, things got quiet. Too quiet. I kept my head down, focused on nails, and even launched a new series on Instagram, Rebuilding After the Scam. Business was booming again, but about a month later, I got a call from Detective Harris. He said, "Kiana, I need you to come down to the precinct. It's about Brandon and the man he owed." My stomach sank. I hadn't heard from or about Brandon since the trial started. Turns out he cut a deal and named someone major. A DC developer with ties to politics and a secret underground crypto ring. Yeah, this rabbit hole was deep. The moment that name dropped, I knew something was up. 2 days later, my salon's security system got hacked. All the footage from the past month wiped clean. The tech company couldn't explain how. Then I noticed a black SUV parked across from my apartment every night. Same car, same spot, engine running, but no one ever got out. Girl, I couldn't even sleep right. I started walking Dior with pepper spray in one hand and a taser in the other. I may be glam, but I ain't dumb. So I made my own move. I contacted Maya, who'd been laying low in Baltimore, and we met in a private suite at the Conrad under aliases. She handed me a burner phone and said, "From now on, if you get spooked, don't call me. Text 99 to this number." That was our code for danger. Maya had contacts. Real ones. And just like that, what started as a story about heartbreak and stolen money turned into a high-stakes game of survival. And me? I'm just a nail tech who might have uncovered the biggest money laundering ring in DC history. 3 weeks later, I got an encrypted text from the burner phone Maya gave me. It simply read, "He's out." My heart dropped. Brandon had been granted early release on a technicality, thanks to the info he gave up, but the man he ratted on, still free, and clearly watching both of us. That same night, I noticed someone had broken into the salon. Nothing was stolen, but one thing was left behind. A red nail polish bottle placed perfectly in the center of my workstation. The shade? Bloodline. And I never carried that color. I immediately checked the cameras. But again, the feed had been wiped. I filed another report, but even the officer that came out seemed nervous, glancing over his shoulder every few minutes. "You need to be careful who you're messing with," he whispered before leaving. That's when I knew I wasn't dealing with just fraud anymore. This was a cover-up, and my name was now in rooms I had no business being in. But guess what? I wasn't backing down. I started documenting everything in a private cloud server. Voice notes, screenshots, timestamps, even strange faces I'd seen lurking around the salon. A week later, Maya disappeared. Vanished. Her apartment cleared out, phone disconnected, job resigned. No warning. The last message I ever got from her was a voice memo at 3:16 a.m. Her voice was shaky. "If anything happens to me, check the nail file folder in your client drawer. Don't trust anyone, especially the ones who smile the most." I ran to the salon and dug through my drawers, and hidden inside a false bottom was a USB drive labeled Top Coat. And what was on it? A financial blueprint, linking Brandon, the crypto developer, and 3 high-profile clients I'd been servicing for over a year. Judges, bank execs, influencers. Turns out my salon wasn't just a beauty business. It had unknowingly become the front for something way darker. I stared at that USB drive like it was ticking. My hands shook as I plugged it into an old laptop, one that had never touched Wi-Fi. Inside the Top Coat folder were dozens of encrypted spreadsheets, wire transfer screenshots, and voice recordings. One file chilled me to the bone. A screen recording of my salon calendar app. It had been cloned. Every client name, appointment time, and even my personal notes, all mirrored to another user. Someone had been watching me for over a year. Every appointment, every dollar, every private moment. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every creak in the hallway felt like a threat. Just before dawn, I packed a go bag, grabbed Dior, and drove to a hotel in Alexandria under an alias I'd never used before. I knew I had 2 choices: disappear like Maya or fight back smarter. So I reached out to a former client, Nia, a federal forensic accountant who once came in for a Valentine's Day Chrome set. I told her everything. At first, she didn't believe me, but once she saw the drive, her face went pale. "Kiana, this isn't just fraud, it's federal racketeering. You need to testify. But if you do, you'll need protection. Now I'm in a safe house, under a witness protection agreement while the investigation unfolds. My salon booth sits empty. My IG is quiet, and my last set of nails, a deep matte burgundy, has already started to chip. But one thing's for sure, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of something bigger than I ever imagined. Love tried to blind me, money tried to break me. But now, I'm the unexpected twist in their story. 2 days into Safe House life, I got an unmarked envelope slid under my door. No address. No name. Inside was a single photo. Me, standing outside my old salon, smiling with a client, taken from across the street. On the back, scrawled in red ink, it said, "You're not safe in nails or numbers." That's when I knew someone on the inside of this case was feeding information to the people I was testifying against. I called Nia immediately, and she confirmed it. A sealed witness list had been accessed without authorization. The game had changed. I wasn't just a witness now. I was a target. But let me tell you something. Pressure makes diamonds, baby. I had a plan. I worked with Nia to set a digital trap. We uploaded a fake file onto the drive called Final List Witness Locations. It pinged with tracking software. And 3 hours later, we traced the IP to a penthouse overlooking DuPont Circle. That address belonged to one of my former VIP clients, Senator Layla Hawkins. She used to come in every Friday for pale pink almond nails and told me all about her charity events and galas. Turns out she was laundering donations through shell salons. Mine was just one of them. The next morning, federal agents raided the penthouse and to the channel where mystery meets nail obsession. I break down chilling cases, shocking twists, and unsolved stories you won't stop thinking about. Disclaimer: the crime stories shared on this channel are fictional and created purely for entertainment purposes. Viewer discretion is advised, as the themes may still include sensitive or suspenseful content. Watch as I bring you thrilling tales well. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss an upload.